guys, it is Monday. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. Hold on just a second. Rookie mistakes, right? Welcome in, everybody. So glad that you are here. It is Monday night motivation. And it's going to be bright. All right, let me adjust. I was worried about getting other stuff ready to go, and I totally forgot about the light situation. All right, so welcome in, everybody. If you do not know who I am Pamela, aka Scooterrenee. I am your host for tonight's Monday Motivation, as I am for every Monday Motivation. Make sure you do the YouTubey things. You subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you give a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. And also, when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring the bell for all notifications. That way you know when I go live or when I upload new content as well. So welcome in. Again, if you're brand new to my channel, welcome in. I hope you will come back again and again. You'll find that this is a place that your soul gets fed, you get encouraged, and you find hope. Not only from the things I share with you guys, but also from the others that are in the chat. So all my OGs, welcome in. Good to see you tonight, as always. And then the playback crew. If you are the playback crew, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about tonight's topic. I'm super excited about tonight's topic. But welcome in, playback crew. Again, it just goes to show if you can't catch me live, that's okay. You can always watch the playback, but we always have so much more fun when we're live because we're in the moment. And so, but welcome in the playback crew as well. So we're going to go ahead and see who is in chat for tonight. Tonight's topic isn't very, very long, but there's enough information that I don't want to keep those of you that have shown up on time from hearing that information. So first in, we have Nancy Smith. Hello, Nancy. Welcome in. Glad to see you. And, of course, we got Tammy, Dream Chaser, in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. And we got Laura. Hey, Laura. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. If you have not said hello in chat, come on in, say hello. Let me know that you're here. I will go into more detail in a little bit, but we are taking all of this stuff that I'm sharing until probably about June from the book called You Are a Badass. And it's basically talking about how to make your life even better than what it is now. And it's by Jen Sincero is who it is by. So that is where I'll be taking most of my topics for Monday Motivation until probably about summer. There's plenty of good stuff in this book. So, all right. Anybody else want to come in and say hello? We got 6 people in chat. So we will get started here in just 1 second or so. How is everybody's weekend? I know Tammy and I worked at Hometown Country Marketplace this weekend. Tammy and I did a bunch on Saturday that we were so worn out come Sunday to do anything. So, but it was a great weekend. The flea market did awesome. So it was a win-win. But Ellie Belly did get diagnosed with the flu on Sunday. If you don't know who Elle is my granddaughter. She's 3 years old, just turned 3, and she got diagnosed with the flu. We thought Mama had the flu today, but she tested negative on everything, which is a prayer answer. But my boss's daughter, who is 8, was running 104 fever today. So the sickness is going around here in Arkansas, but she was not diagnosed with the flu. She has flu-like symptoms. So there's a virus that's going around out there that has flu-like symptoms. It's not the flu, but it's the same exact symptoms. So I'm like, well, then why isn't it the flu, right? All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. People will start coming in as they get the notifications and realize, oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's Monday Motivation Night. So tonight's topic is on the big snooze. Like I said, it's another chapter from the book, You Are a Badass, right here. And again, it's how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. And it's by Jen Sincero. And just to let you guys know, I am jumping around on the chapters in this book. So we're not going exactly in order, at least not yet. The beginning, first few chapters is how you got this way. How did you become this way? With your false beliefs and your self-doubt and being stuck in your comfort zone. And then we have done a couple that's in the next group of chapters of how to embrace your inner badass. And eventually we'll move on to the third part of the book. That one's how to tap into the mother lode. The fourth part will be how to get over your BS or the big snooze. And the last part of the book is how to kick some booty. So it has the other word, but I'll say booty there. But there are about 4 to 7 chapters per each part of the book. So we probably won't cover each and every chapter. I know we won't because I've already skipped over a couple chapters as it is. But we will cover most of what's in this book. So, all right. What is the big snooze? Give me 1 second, guys. I need to do one more thing. I've shared it out. If y'all wouldn't mind sharing out, I would greatly appreciate it. And then I forget, there's certain people that wants me to send them text reminders, and I don't remember till I get here. So, so they'll be coming in as they get the text reminders as well. So again, what is the big snooze? The big snooze that will also be known as BS, which I love, the shortage or the shortness of BS, because, BS can stand for many other things. But anyways, I will explain that here in a few moments. But first, as you know, we always got to do a pause this spot thought, guys. So how many of you know who Kurt Cobain is? Any of y'all in chat know who Kurt Cobain is? If you do not, he is the lead singer of a group called Nirvana. And this was a group that was probably about, I don't know, late junior high, maybe early high school days, that I started listening to it. The group that my friends I had started listening to it. There she is, Selena. I was like, where are you? But that was the group that, was really popular back then. And I really didn't care for them until Robert and I started dating, and Robert was really into listening to them. And so I kind of got into their music more then. So I'm a late person to the whole Nirvana type of music. So, but he was quoted to say, wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. And that quote, I just found it to be so awesome that he, said this, and how true it is that wanting to be someone else is just a waste of a person that you are. So watching someone else totally go for it, it can be incredibly upsetting to the person who spent a lifetime building a solid case for why themselves can't. No good thought there. So what do some of you think about when I say snooze? Lisa D, don't you hate that? That does that to me ever so often. It's like it won't, I have to keep refreshing it. Hides the chat for a few minutes. Welcome in, Lisa D. Good to see you. So when I say snooze, I know what Selena will say because she says she fell asleep, but we think about words like nap, resting. But how about the alarm clock? How about the alarm clock? The snooze button. How many of us, if you in chat here right now, how many of y'all, and I'm admitting one of them, Robert will tell you I'm definitely one of them. How many of you hit the snooze button on your alarm or have hit the snooze button on your alarm? Now, come on. I want y'all to show me who out there does that, because I can't be the only one that does this, right? Hit that this morning, Lisa D said, yes. I hit it again, and I hit it again. So I guess just Lisa and D and I, we hit the snooze. Oh, Selena hits the snooze button. I know there's more than a few of us. So, but y'all know what that sound is, right? It's this one right here. This is the one I wake up to. And then it just gets louder and louder as each one goes. So I know you hear that in the morning or something similar to that if you set an alarm each night like I do. And you know how I know and everyone else knows that you hear that? Because you set that alarm last night. I know I did, and I'll set it again tonight when I go to bed. But then what happens after we hear the alarm? Are you the one that bounces up immediately? Or you turn it off and then you get up? Road flow is that person. I wish I could be that person. Or are you like the rest of us where we roll over, we open that one eye smidge, and we think just 5 more minutes. And then that alarm goes off in whatever amount of time after we hit that snooze button, and we hit that button again, and we're thinking just 5 more minutes. Mine goes off every 9 minutes, so it's more like 9 more minutes, but you know. But again, how many of us pretend that we don't hear it? Guess what's going to keep ringing? It's still ringing. And I know you still hear it just like I can, but do you notice it now? What are you going to do? This is where decisions are made. And it's your first decision of the day that is made. Each time we hear the alarm go off and we have that quick decision or choice to make. Are we going to get up or are we going to hit that snooze button again? But did you know that in life we have that same choice? That's my alarm clock. I do have that one. I've noticed like I have other times set, and that one is the fog, not the foghorn, but the whatever that one is. It's a different tone. And I found if I set it really loud to where it scares the crap out of me, then I'm usually up for good. So, but we have that in life. We have that same choice. There are some people who are just snoozing through life. They just keep hitting that snooze button. They just hit it over and over and over. I usually hit once a while, second time, right? But these are the people, the ones that just keep hitting that button throughout life. These are the people that are just settling. They're not truly going for what they were made for. Well, I'm just not ready to make that move out of my comfort zone. Just 5 more minutes. We get the opportunity again, and we just hit that button again and say yet again, just 5 more minutes, which really 5 minutes can mean just that. Or it can mean 5 hours or 5 days or 5 months or even 5 years and on and on and on. You see, the big snooze, known as the BS, is meant to keep you in the confinements of your comfort zone. Y'all know I've talked a lot about comfort zone last year in my topics and about how we need to get out of it. Because when we get out of our comfort zone, that's when we have a chance for growth and new opportunities. It will send you, the BS will also send you less than ideal events or those thoughts that you get to make sure you remain fearful, that you remain doubtful, and that you're anxious, and it's just keeping you right where you're at and where you think. Key word there, think, where you think you belong. Now, everyone knows what the word ego means, right? Everyone knows what that word means. It says the definition is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. We think it's the men or the women that just have the big head about themselves. Nose up in the air, chest puff out. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But actually, just a second, guys. Making sure this is not. Okay. Never mind. Okay. But actually in the self-help and spiritual community, the ego takes on a different definition. It's known as the shadow self or the false self. It's known as the mind that meditates between conscious and subconscious. and is responsible for reality testing and sense of personal identity. But it is also the part that self-sabotages us. In the book, it gives examples like having an affair because we don't feel we're worthy of love. The part of us that refuses to follow our hearts and pursue things because we're terrified to be seen for who we really are. Or how about those that could go on and on and on and on about how great they are and shows off. Y'all know those people. They just show off and it's all about me, 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 me. But they do this because they're insecure and they need lots and lots of outside validation that they are, or that we are good enough. So you see, you could go on several different ego trips just in those examples I showed you. The BS is the leading cause of sucking, staying broke, dating crazy people, uncontrollably crying no matter where we are because we hate our lives and where we're at in our lives. I had that moment today. I didn't start crying or anything, but just for a quick second, my brain went there. Now, granted, it went there for good reasons because I do at times hate where I am at in life as far as my family. You know, not having my mom or my dad or my brother around anymore, and then having to deal with all this other stuff that I have to deal with on my stepdad. And it's just not a place that I really thought I would be at 49 years old. Just being honest with you guys. But I got myself out of it, you know. But because they do this, they just keep hitting that snooze button. Just keep hitting it. They don't want to wake up to how truly powerful they are, or how massively abundant that they have it here. The big snooze is how your behavior is influenced by your false beliefs that limit you. This is the garbage that you feed your brain with on the negative self-talk. This can be some of the words that we heard and experiences that we had as children that has shaped our beliefs and our self-talk that we give ourselves. And these subconscious thoughts may have held us back from reaching our full potential. And it's important that we recognize and challenge them in order to empower ourselves. The big snooze is where BS gets validation from outside sources. Meaning, I'm doing this so I can win your love because the opinion you have of me is more important than the opinion I have of myself. I'm doing it so I can win your love because the opinion you have of me is so much more important than the opinion I have of myself. How powerful is that? It's the reactive meaning that my circumstances control my life. I am a victim. It also can be fear-based, and it can be extremely committed to you as well. You see, the big snooze wants to keep you safely confined within the reality that you've created based on these limiting beliefs. And this is known as your comfort zone area as well. It questions your every move. And the big snooze lives in your past, but it also lives in your future. And it believes that you are separate from everything around you. Your higher self, or your true self, the badass you self, is a part of you that operates through your connection to your source energy. It's the part that gets the validation from within. You say things like, I love myself. I trust myself. This feels right. I have a purpose. It's also proactive, meaning I'm in control of my life. I think I'll head out and I'll kick some booty and I'll take some names. That's one of my favorite things to say. Well, today I'm going to go out, kick some butt, and take names. It is also love-based and is committed to creating a reality based on your limitless potential. Selena says, I love and have more respect for my friends. I hate letting them down. Don't much care about me. I love everyone else more, just being honest. I understand that. I think a lot of us start loving ourselves maybe later in years, and it's like, what if we start loving ourselves sooner? And I really wonder if women struggle with that more than men, for sure. When we wake up from the big snooze, we are in the present. We're not stuck in our heads anymore. And that we totally believe in miracles. Some people, they're so wrapped up in the big snooze that they continuously hit that snooze button on their life. They are settling for what they are at in life. They're settling for what their realities are. They're settling for things that are way beneath what's available to them. You'll keep getting there, Selena. Doesn't happen overnight, right? It's a continuous thing. Even after you get there, you're still continuing to learn and continuing to love yourself. Many individuals are not aware of the opportunities that are available to them. And our society tends to discourage people who step out of their comfort zones and follow their passions. And when that happens, it creates a fear and resistance towards those who choose to take the road less traveled. Well, they're saying this isn't a great idea. I'm just not going to go down that road. They're telling me about how John over there didn't make it. They're telling me how Sydney over there didn't make it. I'm not going to go down that road because, they didn't make it, so I'm not going to make it, And everybody knows that taking big risk is often seen by most people as irresponsible or selfish or crazy, until you succeed, of course, right? Because then you become like the smartest person, the brightest person, the bravest person in the world when you come out on the other side. Then they're your biggest fan. In the book, it states that one of the first things you might have to deal with when you decide to wake up from the big snooze and make massive positive changes in your life is disapproval from other people who are snoring away. Even those that are the closest to you. And that is so sad, but it's so very true in a lot of people's lives. Hey, baby girl. There she is. There's sick mama with her sick baby. Everybody can say prayers for them, but they get to feeling better. I would appreciate that. But when I say that people that make the crazy moves, the big moves in their lives, the ones that quit their corporate job to go pursue whatever that dream, that big desire that they wish they were doing. And they hear things like, well, Sue, are you really going to quit your secure corporate job to do this full-time reselling business when you have a spouse, a mortgage, maybe you have kids, health issues? So few that started businesses, they hardly ever succeed. And then they go for that gut-awful punch, that gut punch, where you just feel the air has been knocked out of you. Aren't you worried about what will happen to your family if you fail? Well, of course Sue is worried about that. It's what wakes her up in the night and she's getting the panic attacks and makes her feel anxious as she goes about her day pursuing her dreams. But she's moving past. She's choosing to move past the fear. She's choosing not to hit the snooze button. So she can create something that really excites her, doing what she loves and dreams about, that she finds passion in her soul again and sets her on fire rather than dying a slow, painful death, hanging out around with people that have nothing to talk about at that corporate job. Well, that birthday cake we had the other day, it was really kind of dry, wasn't it? Oh man, they got our lunch order wrong again today. Stuff that doesn't even matter. Yes, your friends or family will be saying this out of love and concern. Do not get me wrong. They are going to be feeling like they are saying this from their heart and that they're concerned. But them smearing their fear and worry all over you is the last thing that you need. So, I have learned here in the last year, especially recently and so forth, that sometimes keeping your mouth shut around people who are going to bring you down, keep your mouth shut, because you want to surround yourself around those who are going to lift you up and who are already kicking some booty to inspire you to begin with. I confide in those that I know, and that's really just a handful of people, if even that. But that I know without a doubt that are totally supportive of me, and they are not going to make me doubt or add fear or add worry. If anything, they're going to give me more ideas of how I can achieve what it is I want to achieve. Because, we usually have that internal freak show to deal with on our own already, that we're already trying to overcome the objections that our BS brings. Fire was coming out of the oven. That's right. Now, don't get me wrong. When we're taking this big leap of faith, there's this thing called life that still happens. You get a flat tire. Y'all know what it is. You make a decision that you're going to do this one thing finally. And maybe you had to make a small investment towards it or whatever. But then that's when life happens. You get a flat tire or a wreck or something breaks in your home. And it can all happen at once, making us doubt ourselves for taking the chance that we did. The big snooze will do everything it can to stop you from changing and growing, especially since you're attempting to obliterate the very identity that you and everyone else has come to know as you. You is smart, you is kind, you is important. And guess what, Selena? You is going to love the topic for next week, because we're going to be talking about love the one you is. And Selena is one that she will text that to me ever so often, and it seems like she knows exactly when I need to hear it. Exactly when I need to hear it. The big snooze can also be known as the scorn woman or the scorn man. It sets up emotional blocks to try and stop us. It can also be physical, and I can relate to that. Okay, I'm going to do these extra auctions or buy it now videos or do a bunch of listing this week or whatever it may be. And it never fails. A lot of time I get sick. Or something throws a wrench in that day that I'm trying to work on my business. But we don't need to take that as in, oh, you shouldn't have done that, big mistake. We need to take it that it means that you're ridding yourself of your BS and moving in the right direction. No, I'm sorry, baby girl. Elle had an opposite reaction. She was like, woohoo, dancing around last night because she got that first dose of Tamiflu. So, guys, so many of us, we hit the snooze button thinking maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll get up the first time the alarm goes off. Or maybe tomorrow I'll start going for my dream job or my passion or my purpose. Maybe tomorrow never comes. I just got chills. Maybe that was the last chance you had to achieve success. You just missed getting your business set up. You just missed a potential call or client. You just missed the video you could have watched that could have helped you progress in your life. You just missed it. And here's another gut punch for you guys. Because you like to sleep more than you like to succeed. Man, that hurts. That hurts so bad. I feel that in my gut as I say that. Because Robert will tell you, I love my sleep. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a night person. I take naps. I was trying to find the alarm. I just went off to take my meds. I'm sorry, Selena. I do that when I'm watching the TV and they use the same one. I'm like, wait, is my phone going off? I love my sleep, guys. I love my sleep. There might be some of you like that we are the ones that likes to promote success and hard work and dedication, but we hit the snooze button. Guess what? I lost. Listen, guys, when I'm talking to you, most of the time, I am talking to myself too. As I got to this part of my notes, this probably had to be the hardest part of my notes for me because it felt like a slap in the face almost. It was the gut punch for me. I hit that snooze button. I'm a snooze button pressing kind of bee. Y'all know what bee is. I ain't got to tell you what bee is. I don't like to talk to anybody when I first get up in the morning. But in this last year or two, I feel like something is waking up inside of me. And I'm realizing I'm sleeping my success away. That Sue example I gave you guys earlier, that should be my name inserted in there if I'm truthful with you guys. Because here's what I'm realizing. The morning happens once a day. And it defines your day. I set that alarm. You set your alarm. Because we want it to get up. So get up. Could have been a great. Could have been the next, you fill in the blank of whoever it is that you admire, that you want to be the next of. But guess what? You like that snooze button. So you're not going to be the next. You're not going to have that massive success you think you're going to have because you are a snooze button hitting bee. But it's okay. When you get up, finally, you can post a quote on your Instagram or put a little quote on your Facebook, pretending like you're hustling, pretending like you're going to get it. Maybe you even say you're going to be the next big deal. Do you think these successful peoples are hitting the snooze button? Elon Musk is not hitting the snooze button. I can tell you that. He's getting up and doesn't even set alarms. There are some, as I just said, that don't even set alarms because that's how bad they want to succeed. It might have been you. As they always say, uppy. Hey, Aisha, welcome in. Good to see you. You might have been the next big thing, guys. But here you are in a deep sleep after hitting your snooze button. Here's a helpful clue that I read today, or helpful quote, whatever you want to call it. Don't think in the morning. That's a big mistake that people make. They wake up in the morning and they start thinking. Don't think. Just execute the plan. The plan is the alarm clock goes off, you get up, you go and accomplish what you set out for the day to do. So in the morning, every day, you decide you're going to be a snooze button pressing person, snoozing through life, or are you going to get up and take charge of your life? Successful people understand the importance and the value of time. That's it. I'm going to get up tomorrow, have a great day, and go on alive with one of my best bets. Yeah, you are, but you better get up way before that. Your first battle of the day is beating the snooze button. That's your first battle of the day. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? You do that, you win. And you set yourself up for more wins that day. Because y'all know what it's like. You lose. Because it sets the tone of being behind and losing for the day because you wouldn't get up. We overslept. Now the rest of our day is going to feel like we're running behind all day long because we overslept. If I wouldn't have just hit that snooze button, I would have already been out the door, going to do whatever it was I was going to do. The only resource that is distributed evenly on this earth is time. If you sleep your life away, you will never have the success you want. You set that alarm to get up. So get up. Thank you guys for being here tonight to learn what the big snooze is really about. I hope you found words of encouragement, words of hope. I hope this gut punches you. I hope that the gut punches that are similar to me affects you, but it makes you want to achieve great things in life. Thank you for hanging in there with me, guys. Anything anybody wants to discuss, anything at all. Hey, Patsy Vic. Every day is a blessing. Yes, ma'am. Amen. Oh, no. Girl, stop it. By the way, I did not hit the snooze button this morning. I'm really going to try to make this more of a habit. But the funniest thing of all, and Robert will tell you this, I don't hit the snooze button when I'm heading out to go sourcing on the weekend. I get up. So maybe it has more to do with my job than what I realize. But yeah, when I used to do Black Friday, I was up and out the door at 5 a.m. I had no problem getting up. When we go sourcing on the weekend and go to an estate sale and I want to get there 30 minutes or an hour early because I know there's going to be something there that everybody's going to want, I have no problems getting up. But it's only on my days off that I do that. Like, what's up with that? Anything else y'all want to discuss? I was excited for tonight's motivation. Yes. And I was like, man, if I'm going to tell them about quit hitting the snooze button, I need to start living this myself. Anything else, guys? We're going to end it short tonight. Short and sweet. Felt like I flew through all that. So hopefully y'all picked up a nugget or two in that information. Oh, Patsy, you're a blessing to me, girl. I love you, and I love Jimmy. So I always say the good Lord knew who I was going to need in my life the last 2 years. He knew at TLC this morning. He had a rough night thinking it's close. He's 15, slowing way down the last few days. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa D. I'm so sorry. Bella has stomach issues. Or that was yesterday. Sorry, that was yesterday. Yeah, that's one thing. Woo, I got to quit looking at Bella like that because I'm like, I only have this many years left. I don't know how many years I got left. So I might as well enjoy what days I have with her, right? All right, guys. Tomorrow night, as Selena said, I will have the lovely Selena back on with me. It's been a while, but we'll be back we'll be live at 8 p.m. Central. Wednesday night, Tammy, Dream Chaser, and I will be on at 8 p.m. Central, coming at you live from the flea market that night. And then Thursday night, Cool Ranch will be back with me at 8 p.m. Central. And then Saturday night, I'll be back on at 8 p.m. Central with Mystic Abyss, if she will come back because of last Saturday. Poor girl, we were just picking on her like crazy. Nah, she enjoyed it. So like I said, next Monday motivation topic is going to be love the one you is, Selena. It's going to be right before Valentine's Day, so we'll be discussing about loving ourselves, especially those that might not have, a significant other or a husband or boyfriend or whatever. We just need to be loving ourselves. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here so I can go get me a snack and get ready for bed myself. Set my alarm and not hit that snooze button in the morning, right?
Yeah, right.
Y'all hear him? He knows I love my sleep. Oh. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Join me in not being a big snooze and not hitting the snooze button, because we're going to do great things if we do not hit the snooze button, right? Let's do this thing. Good night, guys.